welcome back to the Fermented World Homebrew channel. Today we're looking in on the ones that did the comparison with the organic and the normal honey. Now something odd here. This has got a sanitizing solution in, but it seems to have developed a little bit of mold. Absolutely no idea how that's happened. Very strange. But it was still stopping any of that bacteria getting into here anyway. So I've just started, got everything sorted, ready to rock and roll. Switched the camera, set the tripod up, pulled this curtain just so that it's not filming my neighbour's windows, and my flipping hydrometer fell off the flipping thing. And I don't know if you know about hydrometers, the glass in them is really thin. They are so fragile. And it broke, so I've had to get another one out. I have many. And yeah, to see what's what. Now, I don't know where I wrote these ones down, or if I wrote these ones down. So, now let's go back to the old brackets. Ah, here we go. Yeah, I've got their final gravities here. So for this one, the final gravity was 0.990, so it went completely dry, which will mean we've got about 14.5 to 15%, if my mathematics is correct. I believe they started ever so slightly different, but again, I haven't written it down because I'm a plonker. So we're just going to have to guesstimate what it is that we've got, and mainly we want to do a comparison on what they both taste like. So we'll get 2 glasses out so that we can pour a small amount out into each one, and then at the end of the video do a side by side. I'm going to be doing both. I'll do one in real time and I'll speed the second one up because it's just the same process again. So yeah, everything's sterilized, ready to rock and roll. So first things first, we need to transfer this into the pitcher, and then we do it from the pitcher to the bottle. The reason for this is so that we don't bring any of that gack that's settled down at the bottom there, because you want your beverage to be as clear as possible. Now they do clear out in the bottles, but ideally you don't want to be bringing any debris. It was just yeast particles really, that's all it can be in these because they've got nothing else in. Sometimes it's fruit particles when you're doing a melomel. But yes, took a while to get to this point. These have just been sat clearing out, and to be fair, they were on the floor, so they're out of sight, out of mind, which is why it's a little bit later into it. And the kids are off now anyway, so I won't be posting a great deal. It's my little, like a holiday, you know, just a rewind, a little break from it. I mean, I'll still be doing bits and bobs, I'll still be getting beers on and that, but I just probably won't be uploading as much. But I say that, and then I upload anyway, so yeah. But I know that I haven't uploaded it for a while. But with brewing, the uploads, they are sporadic. You can't have it where it's like every day. I've not got something to say every day. You know, I'm not doing something to do with it every single day. It's only as and when the brews are ready that I actually share it with you. So it is one of those that the algorithm doesn't really work for, because I'd have to be constantly making new brews to be able to post every day. Do you get what I mean? Not that I'm asked about that, really not. I just do it because it's fun, and you get a lovely tasting beverage at the end of it. I do have a new one to get on soon actually, but I've got to buy some more coconut. In fact, I'd probably be alright with the coconut I've got. I just need to buy some more peaches. Because the last lot keep going off. I'm not sure what it is about peaches this year. They just go off so quick. And I've not been paying attention and they've just gone. So we extend that. I'm going to move that out of my sodding way before I break another one. Let's get this out of the way. See all that crud at the bottom there? You don't want that. That murkiness. It's just yeast particles. You always lose a little bit. But you sort of gain some when you're back sweetening as well. So what have we got here? It says about 8.5. So 8.5? 4.5. It's because I washed 8 bottles. I've got 2 lots of it to do. That'll go. Put this bottle one on, and we can prime that. Get a bit of liquid in there, ready to rock and roll. And I still never cut that tube, do I? I keep saying it every time I use it. Liquid in there, and that's going to help us pull it through. It's weird actually doing this while still talking, because normally it's sped up, isn't it? We're going to speed the second one up, so unfortunately you have to listen to me chatting cod. And I forgot to put my microphone on. I'll be back. So, microphone on, the beard mic. Obviously, if you're not seeing this yet, it's because the only place I can put it is on my beard, and hopefully it'll get you guys some better audio. Yeah, so we're going to pull the liquid through using gravity, and then it's just as simple as letting it do its thing. Now this bit takes a little bit longer, and normally I do speed it up, but do let me know what you guys are brewing if you've got something special on the go. We never took a sample to taste, did we? Or took a flipping hydrometer reading. What a Nesbit. I do things backwards sometimes, but I'm sure we all do. Every now and again, it's allowed, isn't it? So that said it was 16, but this is at 20. Which is around what I would have expected it to be for the amount of honey that I end up putting in. So let's take a small sliver of that, and this can go back in there. It's all been sterilised, so it's all good. And I can go back in there, and we'll just carry on with the bottling. Now, we'll come when we get to the end. That's when I'm going to do the comparison. There's no point doing it just yet because I haven't got the other one to compare with it, and then I'll have to pour more, which means I'll have less to bottle. Now, I do have some 500ml bottles as well, just in case we do need it. Normally, it's a great excuse to just drink some, but we do like it in a bottle for about a month first. It's not necessary. If it's good, drink it. There's no harm in that at all, but it might be that little bit better in a month's time. It just lets everything just settle out, mellow, you know, that kind of thing. Nice and easy. this one. So if you remember from the other video, the organic one actually gave me a load of grief. It was a pain in the backside. It was just spewing everywhere. And it was weird because the yeast was the same. I couldn't get my head around why it had done that. I mean, look at this though. It's crystal clear. It's just crystal clear in the bottle. There's no bits whatsoever. Normally, I do decant, take it out of the bottles to drink. It's just out of habit of years ago. I was too eager to get it in the bottles. I wasn't letting it finish clearing out properly. So, you know, you'd end up bringing some of that smeg along for the ride. So then I just started decanting it like you would a whiskey. If you got guests coming, you might decant some whiskey into a decanter for them. Yeah, just drink it from there. Because if you've got the sediment at the bottom, every time you tip, it's just going to pour the sediment. It's just going to mix all that sediment up into the drink then. And you don't really want to be drinking yeast particles. Not on the top of the to-do list, is it? Just takes so long. I have been putting this off though, to be honest. It's something that's been needed to be done for probably the best part of a week. But I had the beer video, which is this here. It's pretty much done, I think. It's slowed down. It's been at 1 point. I say that just as it bubbles again. 1.007 is what the digital says. Now, it's normally spot on. It has been known to be a bit temperamental in its accuracy. So I'm going to open that tomorrow, have a quick look, see what's popping, take a hydrometer reading, and we'll go from there as to what we do next. It's probably going to be a cold crash for 24 hours and then bottle. But then again, probably don't even need a cold crash. Probably just bottle it. See, that's quite a bore as well, because bottling a beer is a lot harder than a small batch mead because there's 20 bottles involved. 20 bottles. Got to be washed, sterilised. God, it is much better when they're sped up, isn't it? Right, what's that say we've got there? It says we've got about half a litre, so I'm thinking we may very well fill this as well. Oh, don't fall over. I really don't want to be clearing up loads of sodding mead. I really don't. Please don't fall over. I don't think I could deal with it. I would literally just rage quit this kitchen. I'd be, oh mate, there'd be police called and everything, I'm telling you. I've just been clearing up glass from the hydrometer. Like I say, the glass in the hydrometers, it's so thin. So thin. Now, I've broken one before, thought I'd cleared everything up, and my son ended up with a bit of flipping glass in his foot. We had to go to hospital to get it removed. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. Now, why isn't this coming through? What is occurring? Oh, it seemed to have just stopped working for a moment. But we are back in the game. We may not have enough, looking at it, because that's there, it's finished. Depends how much is in the tube, doesn't it? Let that drain through. Like that. And then ahoy this up. Well, pretty much. Not far off it, to be honest. Not far off it at all. Oops. Let's try and get that last little bit in there. Because we want it. I'll waste none of this lovely mead. On the other channel, I don't know whether you guys follow the other channel, it's called Walk Cook Walk. I was cooking a curry in a cave, found a flipping cave, and naturally, what do you do when you find a cave? You sit, crack a beer and cook a curry. That's what you bloody well do. Don't know what I've written on that one. Better get rid of that. So a quick calculation on what this ABV is going to be, and we'll be back sped up. These will get labelled up. We'll do that now actually, because otherwise we'll end up getting them all mixed up. So I'm just going to put norm, because that's what I put on the other ones, so that can have an N on it. Pardon me, it's just so that when we do bottle the other one in a second, we're not going to be struggling to figure out which ones are which, because you can't do a comparison if you've muddled them all up, can you? Okie dokie. Right, let's go find out what the ABV is. So that's going to be about 14.4%, which is smashing. Very, very good ABV. I'm going to move these to the back, and we are then going to go give all of this a quick dip, because they are two different meads. And I don't want there to be any contamination with this one going into that one, but we'll be back. We're going to speed the whole process up. So the next time you see me, I'm going to be going like this, like some crazy dude, which is quite often how you see me, because I speed up quite a lot of it. It was a bit different to do that in real time. Probably a bit boring, to be honest, for you guys, but we'll just write there ABV 14.4%, just so I can remember. Okay, so according to this one actually finished at 1.040, so it didn't even ferment all of the bloody honey out on the organic one. So I don't think I added any extra honey to this. These flipping fruit flies, the second they smell my mead, it's like, let's go, boys. So yeah, it's not going to be 14%. It's probably going to be 7 or 8, but it's still like really sweet because it's at 1.040. But it is what it is. I will label it up with what it actually is, thingy. But I can't remember what we did. Did we go? I'm gonna have to go back watch the video anyway to find out what the sodding hell happened to this. I'm not sure whether I put it into secondary or whether I just left it. If I didn't put it into secondary, it's got a hell of a lot of sugar in there, and no stoppers, which is going to be a problem because it could decide to carry on fermenting again. So I do have to go back, double check that, so bear with me. I'll just quickly go and do that now. You can stare at a picture of my broken hydrometer while you're waiting. The news is dire. So we didn't actually put any stoppers in this. I do remember now, we mixed up the yeast and sent it on its way. Flipping fruit flies, man. We just left it again for another 2 weeks. It's still at the 40 mark, so it's not managed to ferment anymore. That's really, really worrying. I'm going to have a think over the next day or so as to what I'm going to do with this. I'm certainly not going to be tipping it out of the bottles, but I may have to find a way of getting some stoppers in there. Yeah, I'm going to have to put some stoppers in. I've got fermentation stoppers here. Now it's normally half a teaspoon per gallon. So I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. Has anyone else had to do this before? I actually forgot that we hadn't finished this off. I assumed it was in secondary. I'm literally just gonna put in half of a quarter of a teaspoon into each one. It's overkill, but I just can't risk this deciding to just start fermenting again, because it went clear after a few days of going absolutely nuclear. Then it went cloudy again, like bubbles, as if it was bloody fermented, but it wasn't. Very strange, this organic honey. Has anybody else brewed with organic honey? Anyone had problems with organic honey? This is the first time I've used it, and to tell you the truth, I don't think I'll be using it again. That's as good as I can get it. I'm not going to bother with the Campden tablets. I'm just going to be mindful that I need to get this drank sooner rather than later. It's potassium sorbate, which is the actual fermentation stopper. I've just said it, Campden tablet. That's literally just what's the word? It sterilizes the liquid a bit. I'm not going to do this one as an experiment to see what happens, to see if anything could have happened to these if I hadn't have done it, because this can hold carbonation because it's a thicker glass. So we shall see. We shall see what happens with it. I'm going to be keeping a close eye on it though. So yeah, it's not all that strong, this one. It's super sweet, not all that strong. Bit like a hydromel, really. It's going to be about 8%, I expect. Let's quickly find out. 7.3. So yeah, it is quite a low ABV for a mead. So it's definitely in the hydromel, but it is going to be super sweet. It's going to be sickly, actually, at 40. But anywho, let's conclude the experiment and move on. So, righty-ho. This one is the organic. This one is the standard. I'm going to go for the standard one first, because once I have some of that organic one, it's going to just be so sweet, it's going to knock out the palate. So, yeah, it's nice. Yeah, not bad at all. Traditional mead. Actually makes me wish I had a bottle of mead to drink. Now, it's only got a couple of days, you know, I might just have one. I think I'll just trick myself into it. I think it's ready on the 2nd. I believe it's the 29th. So I might have a bottle. Might. Oddly enough, that doesn't taste as sweet as it is. And it's okay. I was kind of hoping it was crap so I could be horrible to it. But it does actually taste okay. again, you can tell that there's not a lot of alcohol there. Like when you have a mead that's like 14 odd %, like with the whiskey, you feel it going down a bit. It kind of warms your tummy up. That doesn't. That just tastes like honey water. So it is a hydromel. Unexpected hydromel. It's not bad. Am I going to go out of my way to drink it? No. No, I'm not. That is going to be stuck in the cupboard until somebody comes round and they're like, oh, do you brew mead? I'm like, yay! Here's an unsuspecting person. Have some of this. And they'll be like, oh, it's so good. I'm like, yes, I know. Right then, guys. So the conclusion is, I don't like organic honey. Now, I've still got some. I've still got 2 pots of it because I did have some to sweeten that back up with, but because it didn't ferment, yeah. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to make a bloody another one, aren't I, to see if I get the same result. In the name of science! But yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do before we can draw a full-on conclusion. But I am most definitely going to be keeping an eye on these. Make sure there is no bubbles going around. And just as I say that, a bubble started rising to the top. But that could just be off-gassing. What did we say, 7.3? Need to write on them as well. Very peculiar. Do let me know if anyone's tried organic honey and had weird results like that. Use the same yeast, same temperatures. Organic one just went off like absolute madness. Today's date, 29th of the 7th, 25. Right, I'll finish getting these quickly written up, and that's the end of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you all soon.